You know that moment when you land on an Instagram profile for the first time?
Hmm.
What makes you instinctively want to tap through those little circles beneath the bio, the Instagram highlights?
Yeah, they really draw the eye.
They're often the deciding factor, right? Today, we're diving deep into how to strategically use your highlights to make that crucial first impression a really powerful one.
Definitely.
And actually, speaking of boosting your initial impact, if you're looking for strategies to amplify your reach across your social media profiles, you might want to explore rapidboost.net.
Right. Worth checking out for sure.
But for now, let's focus on turning those Instagram highlights into like a magnet for engagement.
Exactly. We're moving beyond just, randomly saving stories.
Mm-hmm.
Our mission today is to unpack the insights from, well, expert analyses on social media engagement and also a recent Statista survey
Okay.
to understand precisely how curated highlights act as a permanent, compelling introduction to your profile. We'll explore how you can leverage these for maximum impact, cutting through the noise to give you actionable knowledge.
So think of it this way. Instagram stories are fleeting. Yeah. Here today, gone tomorrow.
Mhm.
But highlights, they're like pressing save on your absolute best moments, strategically arranging them for anyone who visits your profile. It's about crafting a narrative, really, right there at the top.
That's a great way to put it. Now, what's particularly interesting when we look at user behavior studies is how users often navigate directly to highlights after just a quick glance at the bio.
Straight away.
Often, yeah, the visual proof,
Yeah.
the curated evidence of what you're actually about.
Yeah.
Think of it like the impeccably styled front window of your shop,
Okay.
designed to entice people to step inside and explore further.
And explore they do. That Statista survey we mentioned found that a significant 58% of Instagram users discover brands through their profiles.
Wow, 58%.
That's a huge chunk of discovery happening right there. So optimizing that profile, and especially those highlights, is, well, absolutely vital.
Indeed. And when we consider engagement, well-organized highlights play a key role in encouraging deeper exploration, instead of just a quick scroll and a bounce.
Which happens a lot.
It does.
Yeah.
Visitors can actually delve into specific areas of interest you've thoughtfully curated for them. This longer dwell time directly correlates with higher retention and lower bounce rates.
Right.
Essentially, you're keeping people engaged with your content for longer.
Okay, we get that they're important for that initial hook and, ongoing engagement, but let's get practical. How do we actually structure these highlights effectively? It sounds like thoughtful organization is really the cornerstone here.
Precisely. By categorizing your content into clear, themed highlights, you're basically creating an intuitive navigation system for your profile.
Like little sections.
Exactly. Whether you're a business showcasing different product lines, or maybe a creator highlighting various aspects of your work, or even a coach offering insights into different areas.
Yeah.
This structured approach lets visitors find exactly what resonates with them, quickly and efficiently.
Let's brainstorm some concrete ideas then. For, say, people selling products, instead of just one big, overwhelming products highlight, wouldn't it be better to create themed showcases?
Absolutely. Consider like a beauty brand. Instead of one general highlight, separate ones for cleansers, serums, moisturizers that allows potential customers to focus on their specific needs.
Makes sense.
And within those themed highlights, you can layer in even more value. Demo videos showing textures and application, genuine customer testimonials speaking to the product's efficacy, or even spotlights on key ingredients and their benefits.
That makes perfect sense. And for those who are more about skills or services, like artists or consultants, maybe demonstrations and tutorials could be powerful.
Exactly. Short, digestible how-tos or demonstrations saved as highlights offer immense value. A graphic designer could have a logo design process highlight, maybe.
Ooh, I like that.
Or a marketing consultant could offer quick SEO tips. This not only showcases their expertise, but also provides, tangible value to viewers right away.
Now, for the visual storytellers, photographers, event planners, interior designers, maybe, highlights can essentially become these dynamic portfolios.
Yeah, and what's key here is to move beyond just showcasing the final product. Use captions to provide context. Your role in the project, the client's vision, maybe the challenges you overcame.
Give it some depth.
Right. For a wedding planner, separate ceremonies, receptions, and floral design highlights, each with detailed captions, offer a much richer understanding of their capabilities than just pretty pictures alone.
And we absolutely can't underestimate the power of social proof. A dedicated testimonials highlight seems like a must-have.
It really is. Think about the impact of seeing genuine praise from satisfied clients. You could use video testimonials for maximum authenticity.
Yeah, video feels more real sometimes.
Totally. Or even strategically selected DM screenshots with permission, of course. Or positive comments highlighted with some context. It's all about building trust through the experiences of others.
Okay, shifting slightly to providing direct value. Creating educational series within highlights could be incredibly engaging, like Q&A sessions.
Yes, definitely. Saving the best answers from Q&A or Ask Me Anything sessions demonstrates your expertise and makes you seem really approachable.
Right.
Imagine a fitness coach answering common workout questions in a dedicated highlight, or maybe a financial advisor clarifying investment basics. It positions them as a valuable resource.
And building on that, offering regular tips, tricks, and resources organized into permanent highlights, things like Instagram growth hacks or content creation ideas that keeps people coming back for more, presumably.
Absolutely. This consistent delivery of value establishes you as a go-to authority in your niche and encourages, long-term engagement with your profile.
And, to humanize things a bit, those behind-the-scenes and personality-driven highlights can really foster connection, like a day in the life or meet the team type stuff.
Exactly. These glimpses into the more personal aspects of your brand or your work build trust and relatability. It lets your audience connect with the people behind the profile, not just the product or service.
Which is so important now.
Mm-hmm.
And celebrating milestones and achievements in dedicated highlights like awards or featured in, that subtly builds credibility and showcases your journey, right?
Yeah, it provides visual evidence of your progress and success, reinforcing confidence in your expertise and your track record. It shows you're going places.
Okay, for a more interactive approach, what about leveraging the results of things like polls, quizzes, and challenges within highlights?
Oh, that's a good one. Saving the outcomes of interactive stories and highlights can be a great way to showcase community participation and encourage new followers to get involved. It creates a sense of dynamism and, belonging.
And user-generated content. Those photos and videos where your followers feature your brand, maybe a dedicated fan love or tag highlight? That seems powerful.
It's invaluable social proof. And it makes your audience feel seen and appreciated, which encourages further engagement and advocacy for your brand. It's a win-win.
Now let's talk about making these highlights actually look good. Eye-catching covers are the first thing people see. Consistency seems key here.
Absolutely. Using a consistent visual language. Think your brand colors, fonts, or maybe a set of recognizable icons creates a cohesive and professional look. Minimalism often works best for clarity and immediate recognition.
Simple is good.
Yeah, think simple icons that represent the content within. A camera, a gift box, a star,
And the order in which you arrange your highlights, does that actually matter?
So it certainly does. Consider what you want new visitors to see first and prioritize accordingly. An e-commerce brand might place a Shop Now highlight first, right?
Makes sense.
While maybe a service provider might lead with testimonials or services. Regularly reviewing your Instagram insights can give you data on which highlights are most popular and help inform that order.
So data plays a role. And keeping things current is also important, isn't it? A stagnant set of highlights doesn't exactly look great.
Precisely. You should aim to review and refresh your highlight content regularly. Perhaps monthly is a good cadence. Update information, add new relevant stories, and definitely remove anything outdated.
Spring cleaning for highlights.
Kind of, yeah. And your analytics can also highlight which ones might need a refresh based on their performance. Maybe they're not getting clicks anymore.
It's always helpful to see best practices in action. Let's look at a few brands, maybe. Glossier, for example, uses segmented highlights like Skin First and Glossier IRL really beautifully, blending product info with user content seamlessly.
Yeah, what Glossier does so well is leverage authentic user experiences to build trust around their products. Their highlights feel like a genuine conversation between the brand and its community. It's very natural.
And Airbnb uses their highlights almost like mini travel guides, right? With collections for experiences and homes featuring immersive video tours and guest testimonials, really transports you.
They excel at creating aspirational content within those highlights. It makes it easy for potential travelers to envision their next adventure just by tapping through.
Jenna Kutcher masterfully uses highlights like Biz Tips and Life in MN to build such a strong personal brand by sharing both her expertise and her relatable everyday life.
Her highlights foster a really deep sense of connection with her audience because she's offering valuable insights alongside these authentic glimpses into her world. It works.
And Nike's Just Do It Stories highlight, featuring video testimonials from athletes and everyday individuals, is such a powerful way they build community around their core message.
Yeah, Nike effectively empowers their audience to become part of their brand narrative.
Yeah.
They reinforce their core values through authentic storytelling, letting others tell the story.
Okay, so for you, our listener, who's ready to level up their Instagram game after hearing all this, what are some actionable first steps you can take?
Well, first, start by auditing your existing saved stories, if you have any. Identify the content that best represents your brand, offers the most value, or maybe has generated the most engagement in the past.
Find the gems.
Exactly. Then map out your key highlight categories. Think about the core pillars of your brand, your business, or your personal profile. What are the essential things you want new visitors to see and understand right off the bat?
Okay.
Next, focus on the visual presentation. Design cohesive and eye-catching covers. You can use tools like Canva, they make it pretty easy, and craft clear, concise captions that provide context for the content within each highlight. Don't forget the captions.
Right. And remember, each highlight should ideally tell a kind of story. Think about the beginning, middle, and end. What's the hook? What's the key information? And what's the desired takeaway, or maybe even a call to action?
And don't forget to actively promote your new or updated highlights. Mention them in your posts, your stories, maybe even in your bio link to ensure your audience knows where to find all this valuable curated content.
Good point. Tell people they're there.
Yeah. And finally, keep an eye on your Instagram insights. See which highlights are performing well, which ones might need some attention, and adjust your strategy accordingly. It's really an ongoing process of learning and optimization.
It's never really done.
Not really, no. Ultimately, Instagram highlights are a dynamic and really powerful tool for showcasing your best content and driving meaningful engagement. They offer a prime opportunity to make a lasting first impression and guide visitors deeper into your world.
The key to success really boils down to that strategic planning and, creative execution. When done well, those seemingly small circles become powerful mini landing pages, confidence boosters, discovery engines, all sorts of things.
Totally. So for you, our listener, the next step is probably to take a fresh look at your Instagram stories, maybe your saved archive, and start envisioning how you can transform them into compelling and strategically organized highlights.
And as you do that, maybe consider this. In a platform of endless scrolling, could your consistently updated and thoughtfully designed Instagram highlights become the single most compelling introduction to you or your brand for every single new person who discovers your profile? It's a question that's definitely worth exploring.